Steve McHale's RC. I can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're almost there. If you haven't seen my last video I had on what you're looking at, this is my Gspeed build. Now, first I want to show you the body. As you can see, here is the old body that was on my Enduro HD. As you can see, it's pretty much the same paint scheme, but yeah, this one's been modified compared to this one. You probably see the front is all trimmed up. The front wheel arches have been trimmed up a bunch, and I had a 54 on this one. There's a 54 on that one as well. This did count, you know. I wanted when you looked at this to know that this was still 5th element, and it's, you know, this is what I used on the last configuration, and you can see a lot of what I'm using on here, or this build. One thing I will be doing is putting some Velcro on here, the soft-sided side, so that way I can protect the body. I do need to trim up on the bumper a little bit, that way it's not, you know, hanging below this front bumper, because I decided not to run a bumper on this. These tires, you can probably tell I've ran them already. These are the Krawler TAs. This is the tire I was running. This is the G8 compound, and I was running the Ot6 Halo foams. I love these foams, but I think I love the Antifoams a lot better. Now, I don't plan on putting any, put this to the side, I don't plan on putting any tuning rods. I know it's pretty flattened out on the bottom of these tires, but I think it's going to be great. These Antifoams, they are a game changer. I did lines and pushed mountain goat a lot harder than I ever have, but that's what I'm using. I'm still using the SSD Assassin wheels that I had before, just the Krawler TAs and a Predator compound with the Antifoams. I'm still running the Proline shocks. I forgot something. I'm running the Stealth X transmission. I'm running the Element axles, the Enduro axles. I will still be running the Flyskygt that I had before, so there are some things that are still the same. Now, let's put this to the side right quick. When I went to mock up all the links, I put them all aside. I wanted the shocks up front to be all the way back, but I ran into a problem with behind the axle steering. So I moved them up. I believe it was, I had them moved up to where that bolt is. Now this is for those who are planning on using the Enduro axles. I did have it move it up one. Left it there because I had plenty of throw in my steering. When I got my Hardcore RC high clearance links, I did go to a 4-link in the front because I wanted to eliminate the panhard altogether. Well, I ran into an issue again. I would only get about maybe that much throw instead of the throw I've got now. So I moved it up another hole, still wasn't getting the throw I want. I had to move them all the way forward because what was happening is the behind the axle was getting bound up against the shocks, or the shocks. So now I've got my full steering like I want. Of course, when I did that, I had to readjust the back. The back was sagging a little too, it was actually sagging right here. I didn't like that personally, but still balanced so far. So I'm fine where the shock placements are at. So that was just, make some noise over there. That was one issue I ran into. Now the other issue I ran into, if you are using the Stealth X like I am, and you decide that you want to go with, this is the Three Brothers RC Yellow Jacket. If you decide to use this, I can't say it's the same for all motors, but let me pull it out because there was actually a little bit of a horror story for me. There it is. Save that. Show you guys that in a minute. But I decided to go with a 12 tooth initially, and it was just setting up against the transmission in 3 different spots. I am going to have to go with, I'm thinking a 13 I could get away with, but I'm going to be either trying the 14. That's if the 14 fits with no problem, that's one we're going to go with. If not, it's going to be a 15 tooth. It's just, well, it's going to have to work because the 12 tooth did not fit like I was hoping. Now, like I said, there was a little bit of a nightmare. Show you the good side. So I throw my pinion gear on and tighten the grub screw down. I didn't feel anything funny. Then I couldn't get the grub screw out. It somehow rounded off, and I got really worried because y'all know the price of this motor if you've looked. I literally had to drill into the grub screw. Then I had to take my file and file down the pinion gear. Luckily, it did not. I didn't have to worry about damage to the shaft. So yeah, I don't know how the grub screw rounded off. As soon as I put my bit in it, it just kept spinning and spinning and spinning, and I was about to have a heart attack. So, but that's just another issue that I ran into when it came to the pinion gear, because I am going to use the stock spur gear that comes on the Elements. Elements, they have a 17 tooth, I believe, if I remember correctly, and they're fairly slow moving, so 14, 15, that should be good. Now the battery I will be running is the 1300 milliamp tattoo battery. That will be going on this side right here. So far everything is going pretty good, and even with the battery, I still got pretty good balance there. Even that motor is so lightweight, it doesn't affect it. So flip it over, still got water from when I cleaned up the tires dripping out, but I'd say this is balancing out pretty good. So later on this week, I will be doing another follow-up video with hopefully a running video after that. Now, all I'm waiting for is the electronics. I've already got the motor. I'm cool with that. I think I already like what I'm seeing with this motor. I mean, I'm liking this motor so far, and I haven't even tried it, but it feels great. The only things I am waiting on are my Copperhead, my Reef Smart 900 steering servo, and I think that's it for the electronics. That's all I'm using. I will be stopping to get by Hobbytown to get me some new screws for the servo. I do have a new ring and pinion coming in for the front because I haven't fixed the one yet after I rolled it and took it out. But hopefully everything goes according to plan. They'll be in on Tuesday. I'm hoping they'll be in earlier. And then I will have a running video after that. So this is going to be a Gspeed week on my channel. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I gotta say, this has been a fun build. I can't wait to get it out there. I honestly can't. So I hope you guys are excited as I am for this. Catch y'all on the flip side.